Okay, officially welcome everyone to Friday's Wake Up Wellness. We're going to get started with a stretch for about 5 to 7 minutes. We're going to be doing a circuit style workout today with body weight exercises, and then we're going to finish with a little bit more up-tempo cardio. So feet about hip distance apart, standing up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and inhale your arms up by your ears. Take a breath. Exhale. Arms back down. We'll do that 2 more times. And then 1 more. We are going to be down on the floor for a couple exercises. So if you have a yoga mat or something to make yourself a little bit more comfortable on your hands and knees, I would grab that. That's the only thing you'll need. Bringing your chin to your chest and then just looking up. By the way, my name is Rachel Eslick, owner of Reach Fitness. Right ear to your right shoulder, circle around the front, left ear to left shoulder, and we'll just do that a few times each side. I am in Clovis, California, right in the center of the state. Shoulders up by your ears and then pull them down. And I train here in my little studio at my house, and I also do virtual training, group training, fitness, and nutrition. Shoulders forward and back. And then we're going to do some shoulder circles backwards. We'll do 4 or 5, and then we'll go forward. So let's go ahead and reverse that direction. You guys are welcome to be off camera, doing your thing. If you want me to be up in your business, arms by your ears, feel free to turn your camera on, especially if you're worried that you're not doing something just right. I can help you out with some form suggestions or just give you congratulations for being here and doing stuff, moving your body. We're gonna go arms in a half T position, and then you're gonna rotate around. Getting some movement through your mid back, lower back. All right, we'll stop rotating just in case you're dizzy. We're going to pick up one knee, grab your shin, and then pull that knee to your chest, and we're just gonna alternate legs. Finding your balance, little pinch on the front of your hip, a little stretch on your hamstring and glute. And then we'll do a quad stretch by kicking your right heel up towards your backside. You can grab your foot or your ankle and then give it a little pull to feel a stretch on the front of your hip and then down the front of your leg. We'll do a couple more each side. And then now we're going to do some hamstring kicks. So kicking your leg out in front and then switching sides. Do a couple more each leg. And then we'll do kind of a different hamstring stretch, a little bit more for your calf. Go ahead and kick your right heel out, toe up, and then we're gonna put most of your weight in your back leg, and we're gonna stretch down for your toe that you've kicked out in front, and we can just switch sides, back and forth. The more you kind of tip your hips back, the more you'll feel that stretch down the back of your front leg. Couple more. And now let's reach up super tall, reach, reach, reach for the ceiling, and then stretch those hips back as you reach for your knees, your shins, your feet, or the floor. We'll do that 2 more times. Big stretch up, inhale, breath, and stretch down. 1 more time. And now let's walk out to plank position, one hand at a time, stopping when your shoulders are right over the top of your hands. And then if you can, let's step your right foot out to the right of your right hand. You can set your knee down if that's more comfortable, your back knee down. We're gonna reach up with that right arm and then exhale, pull your elbow down towards the floor. you guys were in yesterday's Wake Up Wellness class, today's format is going to be the same, but we're just going to change up the exercises, change up the movements, but we're going to stick with those circuits, same intervals. Go ahead and step your right foot back, left leg forward, right knee down if you want. Inhale, left arm up, pull your elbow down towards the floor. We'll do about 5. You can come on up to a standing position if you want to be fancy. Come back to plank and then move your hands back to your feet and we will arrive standing up. All right, let's go nice and wide with your feet. Big straddle, reach for the floor, and then we're going to squat side to side. So getting into those inner thighs and then just big movements for your ankles, knees, and hips. Go ahead and roll your wrists around. I like to interlace my fingers and then just go big circles. And then I'm gonna point my right toe down and make some big circles with my ankles, couple times in each direction, and then we'll switch. Okay, you guys, now for the explanation of what we're doing. So we have 4 movements that we're gonna go through. Everything is gonna be 40 seconds of work and then 20 seconds to rest and transition between movements. So our first movement is going to be a bird dog. So this is where we're gonna be down on the floor. We're gonna be on all 4s, stacking shoulders over hands, hips over knees. So all 4s, hopefully you can see me there. We're going to extend right arm, left leg. So we're balancing on one hand, one knee. We have tension through our midsection and we're stretching through our limbs. We're gonna switch, left arm, right leg, big stretch forward and back. If this is too much and you're having a hard time balancing, you can always go right arm and then left arm, and then follow up right leg and then left leg. So basically doing one limb at a time. That way you still have 3 points on the ground. Second exercise, we're gonna stay on the ground. We're gonna be doing a plank with a reach back. So shoulders over hands, hands about shoulder distance apart. Feet are gonna be hip distance apart, so not together. We're gonna go up into what's kind of like a downward facing dog. So hips up, then you're gonna take your right hand and reach it for your left foot. Then we're gonna come back to plank position, stacking your shoulders over your hands, hips up, reach your left hand for your right foot. Back to your plank position. So we're just gonna go back and forth, reaching opposite hand to opposite foot, okay? I'm realizing there's a lot of balancing in this workout today. Okay, now we're gonna come back to our feet. We're gonna do a single leg deadlift. So this is the last movement you're gonna learn, and then we're gonna do this on the right leg and the left leg. So we're gonna be standing on the right leg. Your left leg is coming up off the floor. See if I can balance. We're gonna extend our back leg behind us, and we're just gonna touch our shin or your knee, wherever you can go. Come up to balance, extend your left leg behind you. Shoulders are staying higher than your hips. We're not folding in half, and then we're standing up, hopefully able to balance on that right leg as much as possible. If that's not possible, you can kickstand your back foot behind you, hinge at your hip, and then stand up. So this is a nice regression or modification if balancing is not working out this morning, and that's very much possible, even for me. Okay, so we're gonna start in about 20 seconds. So remember, we have that bird dog, we have your plank reach back, and we have single leg deadlifts on each side. We're gonna do this circuit 3 times. And each time we do it, I'm gonna give you some more options to either make it harder or I won't give you a lot of options to make it easier, but I will give you options to make it harder. Okay, we're on bird dogs. So tension through your core. Pull that belly button up towards your spine and go ahead and extend opposite arm, opposite leg, big stretch forward and back. It's a stretch. And then tension through your, really try to straighten that back leg, squeeze your glute, straighten your knee, and then your toes are gonna be pointed down towards the floor. So flexing at your ankle, toes pointed down. Neck is neutral, so just looking right about where your fingertips are. All right, just like that, 40 seconds is over. We're staying down on the ground for our next exercise. Remember, we're in a plank with our feet about hip distance apart. We're gonna be pushing our hips up and then reaching opposite hand for opposite foot. If you can't touch your hand, then maybe go for your knee or your shin. Here we go, hips up, right hand to left foot, come all the way back to your plank. So pushing your butt down, so it's not up in an A-frame the whole time. This is great for your shoulders, strengthening through your upper back, working your balance, and stretching those hamstrings a little bit. Just a few seconds left. All right, go ahead and come up onto your feet. We have single leg deadlifts. Let's go ahead and stand on your right leg. So think about connecting your right foot to the floor, glue your foot down, kind of spread your toes, either grip your shoe or grip the floor. If you can, left leg is gonna hover the whole time, never setting it down. If you can, that is your challenge for today. As you extend your back leg out, we're hinging at our hips, keeping our torso nice and straight, and then just reaching for our shin, touch, and then stand back up. Standing up nice and tall in between each rep. So restacking shoulders over hips, hips over heels. Inhale, stretch down, exhale, stand up. Okay, we're gonna switch to your left side next. A lot of people, when they're first learning this exercise, they feel it in their lower leg. They're like, oh, my calf. That's because your lower leg is stabilizing, like lots of little muscles in your lower leg are working super hard to keep you balanced. Left side, so right leg extends behind you. But really, this exercise is for your glute, the glute of your standing leg. So the more we are only putting weight on our standing leg, the more time under tension, the more you should feel your glute working. And then eventually, the progression for this exercise is we put a weight in your hand and it's a weighted movement. Nice and slow on the way down, a little bit more normal speed on the way up. Hey guys, this is a great time to grab a sip of water or wipe your nose if it's running. And then we're gonna go back to the floor and we're gonna start up on bird dogs once again. Bird dogs once again. Remember, if the balancing on one hand and one knee was a little bit too much, you can also just go one arm, other arm, right leg, and then left leg. The goal is to really create tension by stretching forward and back. So give yourself like a good 1/1000 when you're balanced, and then come back to center and then switch. We don't want to just be kicking through it. We want to be really elongating and holding that position. That's where the benefits come in. All right, we're down on all fours. Here we go. Right arm, left leg, 1/1000, and switch. Make sure you're breathing. If you want to connect your breath to your movement, inhale as you stretch out, exhale as you come back to the floor. Less than 10 seconds to go. Okay, I said I would give you some options to make stuff a little bit harder. On this plank reach back, you have the option of adding a push-up. So when we're in our plank position, go ahead and hit a push-up if you'd like. You can also push up on your knees and then come back to your toes for that reach back. So one push-up, one reach back. Go ahead and start. You can add that push-up if you'd like, or you can keep doing that plank reach back if that's what's working for you today. Or you can consider the push-up and consider doing it on the next round, because we are in round 2 of 3. On your push-up, pushing from your chest, pushing from your armpits, abs stay engaged, glutes are squeezed. We're almost there, you guys. 3, 2, and 1. All right, on our single leg deadlift, if you want, you may add a lunge in between your single leg deadlifts. So your right foot is still gonna be glued to the floor. You can hit that single leg deadlift, come up, reverse lunge, come up, no touching. So we can stick with the single leg deadlift, just like we did that first round, or you can add a lunge in between. Just adding a little bit more complexity, recruiting a little bit more quad. Your right glute should definitely be feeling it by now. Just another 10 seconds on this side, and then we'll switch to the other. All right, shake that right leg out, shake the tension out. Woo. All right, same thing on the left. We are rooting our left foot into the ground. Screw it into the floor. Pick up your right leg if your balance is legit this morning. Otherwise, kickstand, and let's begin. Single leg deadlift first. Option to do a step back lunge, where you're stepping back with your right leg. Left foot never leaves the floor. Very beneficial to look at one area on the floor in front of you. Focus there. Take your time throughout the single leg deadlift, especially. Faster we go, sometimes the more jerky we can get, and it just gets a little wild. All right, shake out that left leg, grab a sip of water, and we have one more time through. After this last set, we're gonna take a little break, and then like I said, we're gonna finish with some cardio. So it's just about 4 minutes of a little bit faster paced. So we're gonna get a little bit sweaty before we finish things out. Okay, so we're coming back down to the ground. For our bird dogs, if you guys want to make it a little bit extra, go ahead and curl your toes under, hover your back knees off the floor, hover, hover, and then just stretch your arms out in front of you. This is going to be a little bit more taxing for your core and your quads. So that's your option. We're here on the ground. Our bird dogs have started. So you're either regressing, doing one hand and then one leg at a time. You're doing the actual bird dog that we started with, or your shins and your knees are hovering 1 to 2 inches off the floor, and we're reaching with our arms, keeping your abs engaged, keeping your belly button pulled up towards your spine. Keep breathing. We're almost there. About 5 more seconds. And rest. Woo. All right. Plank with that reach back, alternating hand to alternating foot. Add a push-up if you'd like, any kind of push-up, knees or toes. Here we go, get set. Feet are hip distance apart. Begin. One push-up, one reach back, or just alternating reach backs. Hips up, opposite hand to opposite foot or shin or knee. About 15 seconds left. All right, nice job. Come on up to your feet. Whew, that was intense. All right, you guys. Single leg deadlifts. Right foot is glued to the floor. Option to add a lunge in between your reps. Ready? Begin. Hinge, and then maybe lunge. Nice job. You can do whatever you want with your hands. They can be on your hips for the lunge. You can bring them out to the side for balance. You can hang on to the wall. Make sure you're breathing. Just a few more seconds. Great job. All right, shake that right leg out. Hopefully you're feeling it in that glute. And then now we're gonna set our left foot on the ground, glue it to the floor. Your right leg is gonna extend behind you. 3, 2, 1 for that single leg deadlift, and then optional lunge. You guys are doing something so awesome for yourselves this morning. I'm super happy you're here, and you should be very proud of yourselves. We're almost done. Great way to start off your Friday and kick off the weekend, really. Because Friday is just the first day of the weekend, right? Okay, grab some water. We're gonna be doing some ice skaters and squat jacks. So I'm gonna give you guys options if you're not down for a higher impact movement. For ice skaters, we're gonna be stepping out to the right. So it's kind of like a speed skater thing, Winter Olympics. Step out to the right, and then you're gonna reach your left leg behind you and your left hand for your right foot. I know that's a lot of directions. If you wanna practice it, we're stepping out to the side, reaching opposite hand to opposite foot, and then your back leg is just extending behind you. If you want to jump, you can. If you want to get some height and some distance, you can also do that. Okay, I'll probably be stepping. Squat jacks, arms by your ears. We're gonna hop out, bend through your legs. Think about bringing your forearms or your elbows to your knees. And then we're gonna come back together, arms by your ears, feet together. So hop out, squat down, hop in. If we're not jumping, we're gonna step out to one side and squat, come together, step out to the other side, come together. We have 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and we're gonna alternate between these two exercises, skaters and squat jacks, 4 times through for each of them, okay? So this is it. Last 3 minutes and 50 seconds of work, and then we're all done. Here we go. Ice skaters are first. Nice to see you guys. All right, 3, 2, and 1. Stepping out to the right, reaching left hand for right foot, and opposite. Good work. Almost there. 3, 2, time. We just get one beat because these intervals are so short. So I'll try to give you a heads up. Okay, squat jacks. 3, 2, and 1. Hop out, squat down, hop in. If you're not hopping, remember we're stepping and alternating sides. Five, 4, 3, 2, and time. All right, that was one round of each. We have 3 to go. Ice skaters are next. And begin. Time. Wasn't paying attention. That one snuck up on me. All right, squat jacks. Feet together. Arms by your ears. Set. Begin. Ten seconds. Woo! Good job, you guys. 2 quad dominant exercises back to back. So your legs are probably burning in addition to your lungs. Here we go. Beginning of round 3. 8 it out. Three, 2, time. Squat jacks. Woo. Arms by your ears, feet together, begin. 20 seconds. We can do this. Let's go. 3, 2, and time. Woo. One more round, you guys. We got this. 3, 2, let's go. Ice skaters. Side to side. Halfway. Three, 2, time. One more set of squat jacks. 3, 2, let's go. Hopping or stepping out. Bend those knees. Sit your hips down. 10 seconds. Three, 2, time. That was fun, right, guys? Okay, if you don't mind, turn your camera on. We're gonna take a obligatory sweaty selfie. That's what happens after all my virtual classes. And yeah, super proud of you guys. I wanna see your faces.
Hold on, come on, Sean, Jenny, turn your cameras on. Those are our people.
Good. So they can be harassed and hazed.
Absolutely. There she is.
Yay! All right, you guys, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Awesome job, you guys. Super strong. I'm very proud of you. Oh, if you want to connect with me, I'm at ReachFitRachel on the gram. I'd love to be your friend. And yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Have a great rest of your day.
Thanks, Rachel.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here.